To study the Buddha way is to study the self. To study the self is to forget the self.
Be like snow. Wash yourself of yourself.
Rumi meets Zen Buddhism. What happens when the poet of the heart sits with the monk of no self? From Kanya's sunlit courtyards to a mountain monastery, Rumi's Wash Yourself of Yourself and Dogen's Forget the Self reveal the same path. Drop the mask to meet the real you. Stay with me as their two ancient voices dissolve overthinking, jealousy, and anxiety, and turn everyday life into a quiet, usable freedom.
Master, I wear many faces, sun, mind, monk. Which me is real? To study the Buddha way is to study the self. To study the self is to forget the self. Zazen means let go of self. Thoughts rise and fall. Do not chase, do not fight. When I sit, voices demand, be special, be perfect, be safe. Which one is me? They are weather. See their making and fading. What does not come and go needs no name. Master, I polish my image and gain praise, yet I feel hollow.
Be like snow. Wash yourself of yourself.
Become nothing, and he turns you into everything. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. Self is not a thing. It is a flow, like these ripples.
If I let go, won't I lose who I am?
Open the hand of thought. You do not vanish. Life appears. The nafs builds a cage and calls it me. Love steals the cage and leaves the sky.
I'm afraid of losing the story I've lived.
Let the story soften. Zen sees through. Sufism burns through. Both free the heart.
We suffer by guarding a story called I. It shifts, and we tighten.
To study the way is to study the self. To study the self is to forget the self.
Zazen reveals self as movement. Thoughts arise, pass. Grasping loosens. Do not carve a statue from weather. See the weather and let it move. When clutching relaxes, the world is not across from you. It is with you. Speak from ease, not tension. Short truth carries farther than long fear. Return to the task, not the image of the worker. Clarity, then care. Hold lightly what you love. Presence breathes. Possession chokes.
The nafs builds a small room and calls it me. It cannot hold the sky.
Be like snow. Wash yourself of yourself.
Become nothing, and he turns you into everything. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop.
Remember, serve, be patient. Love widens the room until no walls remain.
Do not test love. Help it flourish. Guard an hour for what lights them. Zen sees through. Sufism burns through. One sea, two shores, walk home.
The false self is insistence. I fixing what flows, tension proves the grasp. It's stitched from memory, praise, blame, threads that fray as soon as pulled. Drop the demand, I must be this. Meet breath as it is, unowned. See how mine gathers around pain or pleasure. Let mine dissolve, care remains. Grudges harden the mask. Release the story, and compassion can move. Practice without bargaining. When not fed, the mask starves. As clinging loosens, body and mind drop off. What acts is simple presence. Your nature needs no polish. Dust settles when the hand stops waving. The false self is a noisy market. Close the stall, hear the heart's quiet.
It's made of rehearsed lines, expectations, comparisons. Burn the script. Polish the mirror of the heart until no face remains but light. Forgive your ledger. Debts keep the doorkeeper busy and the guest outside. Empty your pockets of mine. With open hands, everything passes through and blesses. When the mask falls, you do not disappear. You become the passage for love.
Work and worth, a reorg flattens titles. The small I panics. Who am I if I'm not my role? Zen move. Sit 10 minutes. Label gently. Thinking, fearing, comparing. Feel how I inflates with praise and deflates with doubt. Let the balloons soften. Return to the task at hand, not the image of the worker. Sufi move. Ask, where can love act today? Make one quiet contribution nobody asked for, but everyone needs. Worth shifts from performance to participation. The room grows lighter. Relationships. When secret tests creep in, if they loved me, closeness shrinks under surveillance. Zen. Catch the micro tightening before the script starts. Exhale.
An evening together.
Drop the test. Name a simple present need. I miss time with you. Can we plan an evening? Sufism. Honor the other's becoming. Do one concrete, caring act that helps them flourish. Cover a dreaded task or protect an hour for what lights them up. Suspicion softens into companionship.
Zen.
3.
Heat.
Social
Breath.
feeds and comparison.
One clear action.
Scrolling manufactures a self out of likes. Zen. Bring attention to the body. Feet on floor, breath soft. See the urge to check again. Let it pass. Choose one clear action that actually depends on you. Sufism. Turn the heart toward the beloved. A line of remembrance, a line of gratitude, then a kindness. The me built of mirrors dissolves, a steady warmth remains. 4. Grief and change. Loss cracks the story that held you. Zen. Don't argue with seasons. Sit with ache, memory, tenderness. Weather passing through a wide sky. Sufism. Make a simple rite. Candle at dusk. One memory spoken, one generosity in their name. Grief shifts from stone to river, moving, carrying, cleansing. 5. The inner critic. A harsh voice claims the throne as you. Zen. See it as a formation. Judging,
Zen.
judging.
See it.
Bow inwardly.
Bow.
Let it pass. Sufism. Answer with warmth. Thank you for trying to protect me. Then do a small act of love. The voice weakens when the heart is at work. A daily braid. Dogen and Rumi. Sit Zazen. Just the minutes. Watch I form and fade. Don't clutch it. Wash. Release one display or one grudge today. Let the small self melt like snow. Serve. Help one being flourish. Quietly, without scorekeeping. These are not moral decorations. They are methods that unwind the false I, so the real you, spacious awareness, living love, can breathe in the open. One invitation in two voices. In Zen Buddhism, Dogen teaches, to study the Buddha way is to study the self, To study the self is to forget the self. In Sufism, Rumi sings, "Be like snow, wash yourself of yourself, become nothing, and he turns you into everything." You are not a drop in the ocean, you are the entire ocean in a drop. Both say you do not disappear when the mask falls. You reappear as what you always were part of. The wide, awake ocean showing up as this breath, this kindness, this ordinary day. When we live from that, anxiety and stress lose their throne. Identity returns from a fragile story to a living presence. And the world suddenly is intimate again. If this video touched your heart, subscribe. It's inspired by the timeless wisdom in the 7-book Rumi collection by Dr. Farid Mostaman. Whether you seek healing, love, clarity, or growth, these teachings will guide you inward to the truth of who you are.